It's been a summer of flashy tech launches. And now it's Samsung's turn in the spotlight, and the company isn't making any big moves. Its foldables, the Z Flip and the Z Fold, are back with new additions. The Galaxy Watch is going Pro, and the Buds Pro are getting a sequel. But across the board, it's a story of little changes here and there, not big leaps. It doesn't make for an electrifying product launch, but it might make these devices just a little bit nicer to use. Let's dive in and take a look, starting with the folding phones. We'll cover the Buds and the watches later, so you can skip ahead if that's what you're interested in. So we've got the Galaxy Z Flip 4 and its big brother, the Z Fold 4. There have been some durability.
Hey folks, so rumor has it Apple may be announcing new AirPods Pro 2 earbuds alongside the new iPhone 14 models in September. So that means we get to play a little game called What We'd Like to See in the new AirPods Pro 2. Upgrades, enhancements, flaw fixes, or just plain wish list items that are more pipe dream than anything else. I'm going to tell you what I'd like to see, but feel free to post your own wish list in the comments section below. And if you're an Android user who really doesn't care about the AirPods Pro 2 and wants to tell me about how great some other earbuds are, you can do that too.
Improvements, but mostly limited to the main screens on both devices. Samsung says they're 45% stronger than the previous versions. That's thanks to using stronger ultra-thin glass and making adjustments to the display's layers. There's stronger adhesive on the screen protector too, so those should stay in place a little better. And hopefully this time around, Samsung's figured out the dreaded bubble problem. The phones are still rated to 200,000 folds, and Samsung has made the bezels and the hinges on both a little slimmer. On the Fold, the 2x telephoto lens has been promoted to a 3x zoom. And it also includes space zoom for the first time, which is just Samsung's term for digital zoom with some AI enhancements. The camera under the Fold's main display also blends in a little better this time around. You can see it if you're looking for it, but it's much less distracting than on left.
Okay, here we go. Let's get right into the #1 improvement I'm looking for, and that's sound quality. The fact is the current AirPods Pro, now about 3 years old, deliver good sound that a lot of people are satisfied with, but they just don't sound great, particularly for their high price. While they sound pretty open with a fairly wide soundstage, they lack that extra clarity and bass definition to get you richer, more accurate sound, and also allows you to really hear each instrument separately in more complicated tracks. Based on the improvements to the sound quality of the AirPods 3 compared to the AirPods 2, I think we'll see a significant jump in sound quality. The AirPods Pro 2 should have upgraded drivers and components, and rumor has it that they will also support Apple lossless audio over Bluetooth or possibly some other wireless technology or in combination with it. The next generation of Apple's H1 chip, presumably called the H.
Last year's model. Both models have updated main camera hardware. There's a bigger 50 megapixel sensor on the Fold. Image processing is supposed to be better too. Remember nightography? Yep, that's here. Samsung says low light photos are brighter, and the really nice portrait mode updates we saw on the S22 series are here too. There's a few software changes under the hood too. When you use flex mode, that's when you have the phone folded halfway. There's a new feature where you can use part of the screen as a touchpad. There's even a little mouse cursor to move around when you're using Chrome. The Fold's taskbar is now on the bottom of the screen rather than on the side. You can do more from the Flip's cover screen too, like sending quick replies to texts. Oh, and one thing that hasn't changed, the price. The Z Flip 4 is still $999, and the Z Fold 4 still cost $1799. So in my short time with the device, I felt like the phones feel really nice. The hinges are a little stiff. You have to be kind
of could enable all that with better noise canceling performance while hopefully being more energy efficient. And yeah, I'd like to see a little bit better battery life, but that's not #2 on my wish list. I would like to see some design upgrade that makes them fit my ears a little better. The current AirPods Pro fit my ears well, but I found that when I went running with them, the left earbud ended up slipping out of my ear after I started to sweat a bit. So I picked up some third-party foam tips, and those really help keep the buzz in my ears. I'd like Apple to either modify its tips or also include a set of foam tips as part of the tips it does include. Probably not happening, but that's something I think a lot of people would appreciate. There have been some rumors of a stemless design. By that I mean no pipe sticking out. That would be nice, but I don't think we'll see that. I have a feeling most of the changes will be on the inside of the buds and to the charging case, which will allegedly have a little speaker built into it that will allow it to emit a sound so you can more easily find it if it gets lost between your couch cushions or some other place you manage.
Kind of firm when you're opening and closing the phones. It's not really like a one-handed joint, but I don't know about $17.99. That's you can buy like a bag full of phones for $17.99. Let's talk about the watches. There's the Galaxy Watch 5 and the brand new Galaxy Watch 5 Pro. The Watch 5 is kind of the definition of minor updates. There's a new skin temperature sensor, and the design has been tweaked so that the watch sensors make better contact with your skin. Samsung says the glass on the watch face is 60% stronger than on the Watch 4, and the battery is also 15% bigger. And Samsung claims you can get up to 50 hours on a single charge. That's good because battery life on the Watch 4 kind of sucked. There are 40 and 44 millimeter sizes, and it starts at $279 for Bluetooth or $329 for LTE. The Watch 5 Pro
to hide it. That would be an excellent feature, but I also wish you could turn the case into a Bluetooth transceiver that you could hook up to the headphone port on an in-flight entertainment system. Bowers & Wilkins's PI-70 earbuds have a case that can do this, as do the latest LG tone-free T90Q buds. While we're on the topic of the case, I'm hoping that along with wireless charging, it'll have USB-C charging and not a Lightning port. Beats, which is owned by Apple, has moved to USB-C with its Beats Fit Pro and Studio buds, so why not the AirPods Pro 2? Now, the current AirPods Pro have a battery life rating of about 5 hours with noise canceling on at moderate volume levels. That may not change with the AirPods Pro 2, but the AirPods 3 got an extra hour of battery life compared to the AirPods 2. So hopefully the AirPods Pro 2 will get up to at least 6 hours of battery life. There's some chatter about the AirPods Pro 2 getting fitness tracking features. That wouldn't be as high up on my wish list as items like improved sound and other performance.
Is for serious outdoorsy types. It's 45 millimeters, so it is not small, and it felt pretty chunky on my wrist. Samsung claims it'll get 80 hours on a single charge, which is wild, or even up to 20 hours of continuous GPS use. It has turn-by-turn route-specific navigation, which is kind of unexpected, and it's rated 5 ATM and IP68 waterproof, so you can wear it on a swim. It's also more expensive, naturally. It's $449 for Bluetooth and $499 for LTE, so that's a steep $170 premium over the non-Pro version. One thing you're not going to find on either watch: a physical rotating bezel, just the capacitive touchscreen bezel. Samsung still sells the Watch 4 Classic with the rotating bezel for now, but we wouldn't be surprised if it goes away entirely. The capacitive bezel is fine, it gets the job done, but there's that tiny delay that
performance enhancements, including even better voice calling performance. But maybe if those fitness features actually materialize and turn out to be pretty cool, I might feel stupid for not putting them higher on my list. I do hope that Apple levels up its conversation boost augmented sound feature, giving the AirPods Pro 2 even more sophisticated hearing aid-like capabilities. It's one of those features that doesn't get talked about much, but is useful for a lot of folks who have slight to moderate hearing loss. I'll finish with something that I really want, and I think a lot of people also want, but Apple has resisted doing so far: make the AirPods Pro 2 in multiple color options. Probably not going to happen, but hey, the AirPods Max come in different colors, so never say never. As I said, let me know what your AirPods Pro 2 wish list is, and if you found this video mildly informative or marginally amusing, hit the like button and subscribe if you haven't already. I'm David Carnoy. Thanks for watching.